Hi guys and welcome to my channel. It is Karen here with you today. Today I'm going to share with you a page that I've created in my super large Dina Wakley journal, and I'm working on the cotton rag paper. So what you can see me doing here is putting on some Daniel Smith watercolour ground. Just helps to make the watercolours flow on the paper a little easier. So I'm going to have a play with my brand new Jane Davenport Layer Cake paints. They're kind of like watercolours, and they're kind of like acrylics, and they're kind of like gouache. They're really hard to explain, but anyway, they are loads of fun, and the colours are just gorgeous. So I'm just popping down some colours onto my page, just in random spots, and kind of blending the colours a little bit together where they meet, so you get that nice transition from one colour to the next. So I'm just adding in some pink, of course, mixing that in with the blue and getting a really pretty purpley colour happening there. So that looks really cool. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, they're really nice watercolours. They are water reactive though, so that's something to be aware of. They're not permanent, of course, like a lot of watercolours are. So I'm just going to dry them off quickly with my heat gun. It's still cold and wintry and all sorts here in Tasmania, but hopefully soon it will be summer. Hopefully. We can hope. Okay, so now that I've got it dry, I'm going to spray over the top of it a Micador workable fixative, and that's just to help to seal the watercolours in their spot, so that when I put the other layers over the top, the watercolour doesn't seep up through. So what I've got there is a stencil from the Crafters Workshop, and my paint I'm using is Jane's pink acrylic, and I've mixed in a little bit of Paper Artsy Snowflake into it as well, so it's turned into a really pretty pale pink. So I'm just going to sponge that on, and you can see me just dabbing it on with a little bit of paint on my sponge so that I don't get oozy marks under my stencil. And I've got another stencil here, and this one is a new one from Paper Rose, an Australian company. Yeah, beautiful stencils, like nice thick stencils and quite delicate as well. So yeah, very nice. Check out Paper Rose. So here I have a napkin or serviette from one of Jane's old collections. So I've just ripped off the sides there, and I've got a couple of little bits of washi tape that I'm going to put either side of my napkin so that I can separate it, because I actually only want the top layer. I don't want the bottom part, which is why I got the washi tape and peeled it apart. So the washi tape just helps to bring those pieces apart, because around the edges of some serviettes you'll find that they've been embossed, so it can be a little bit tricky to separate them. So now I'm just putting it down with a little bit of gel medium, putting it underneath and on top just to help smooth it all out. You do get some creases and crinkles when using napkins, but that's just the way it is, and I actually think it looks pretty cool. So I've got my girl on there, and you can see the stenciling coming up through underneath, especially on her face, which looks really cool. So now I've got some stamps. These are from Paper Artsy. They are designed by Tracy Scott. So I'm just putting a few bits and pieces around the outside, a bit of black to help balance out my page, because I already have a little bit of white, but yeah, some black will help. Now, this is where I bug it up with a hair. I tried to use the Power Pastel over the top, and I ended up ripping the napkin up off the page, and that wasn't very good. So then I tried to fix it with the Aqua watercolour sticks from Jane, and that didn't work either. So anyway, we'll come back and we'll fix that bit up in a minute. But in the meantime, what I've got is Jane's palette pastels out, and I'm going to just colour the girl's face just to add in a bit of colour, help push that stencil that was coming up through the tissue back, and just adding in some more shadows and highlights onto the girl's face, giving her some nice bright cheeks and whatnot. So she's starting to look, she looks prettier. So yeah, where I buggered up the napkin, I'll come back and fix that in a sec. I'm just putting in some whites of her eyes with a Posca pen. And I have these cool fluoro pastels that I ordered from Jackson Art. They are so nice, I must say. I really like that colour, so pretty. So now I'm going to fix up my boo-boo, and I've grabbed out my sticker book from Art by Marlene so I can find a cool little quote to stick on over the top, and you'll never know that, you know, that bit got mucked up. So I've put on the quote, what does it say? I can't remember what it says. We'll see on the close-up. Sorry about that, guys. But I've just put some black marks around it so that it will pop out off the screen. So, and here's a few close-ups. So I hope you like my page. Thanks so much for watching. And till next time, have fun, stay creating. Please like and subscribe. Bye.